up, guys? Steven with Scotch and Things. Sorry, just getting the truck ready. Man, fall is here. Love this time of year. Quick update. I just wanted to have a quick discussion with you guys to see what's going on in your areas. So yesterday was the first time since the end of February that I had been to any, was it oh, sorry, big bump, been to any type of gun store. And you know, we've all seen, I've done videos on ammo shortages, and everybody knows what's going on with ammo and guns right now. They're scarce, they're hard to find, they're expensive. Well, like I said, it was the end of February before any of this really all started, and went into Cabela's. As you know, I'm in Nebraska, so we went to the Cabela's by Omaha, and I was with a buddy, and he picked up 1,000 rounds and a new Glock 44, no problem. That was really before all this, you know, there was the murmurs. I remember it because that next week I was heading out on the road for, you know, to start our season for work. So, you know, right at the end of February, that's when the last time I was in Cabela's, and everything was normal. Hindsight being 2020, wish I'd bought more ammo. They had a great deal, and then the whole world went crazy. You know, virus, people hoarding, civil unrest, and guns and ammo have been scarce since, and you all know the prices. Well, yesterday, so now it's October, middle of October if you're watching this video, met a buddy of mine, good friend, and we went to, so like I'm an hour and a half away from Cabela's, but he lives in Omaha. Met him at Cabela's, and we were gonna hit some gun stores. It's just something we like to do. He's a great shooter. I've been trying to get him to shoot competition, but he won't. He's a way better shooter than I am. He's got real diverse taste. He's got an awesome gun collection. I've tried to get him to do some videos. He's just kind of shy. Anyway, off topic. So we met at Cabela's. One of the things we like to do is we just kind of gun store hop. Just checking stuff out. It's stuff we used to do in the past, and both had the day off and decided, okay, we're gonna meet in Omaha Cabela's. Wow, I'll throw in, I only took one picture, I'm sorry. I don't like taking video in stores. Sometimes they get kind of weird. I took one picture, and I'll throw it in here to show you guys, but it was just their ammo, and it's a picture like you've seen at thousands of gun stores and retail stores across the country of what the ammo shelves look like. Nothing, you know, 9mm, 45, 223, 5, nothing. Bare shelves. Lots of shotgun shells, lots of other stuff. And if you look closely in the picture, if you know how Cabela's is, there's rows in their department in their shooting department and hunting, rows of ammo and other accessories, and then the back wall's all long guns and rifles. Nothing. No, oh, this is a weird road. Just absolutely nothing. There were some bolt guns and some lever actions. I want to get a lever action gun, actually. I think that would be a fun range, you know, when you're out the farm gun. If you guys have one, let me know what you have and what you like. I'm just starting to look into it, but nothing. And then if you're familiar with Cabela's, you go into the gun library. It's where they have their high-end stuff and all their used stuff, and it's and usually they have an awesome selection. say what you will about Cabela's now. I've always loved Cabela's. They're a Nebraska company. Sorry, I'm on a gravel road right now, kind of bumpy and washboardy. They were a Nebraska company. Always supported them. I didn't think they had bad pricing. Wow, sorry, this washboard road is really horrible. But since since Bass Pro Shop had bought them, completely different company. Prices have gone up, and really I haven't bought anything from them since then. I don't support, I mean, they ruined Sidney, Nebraska. If you know anything about it, I mean, they literally, and that's doing business, but they literally ruined this town by moving the headquarters out and left people jobless and just all sorts of stuff. But that's for another video. But I still like to go and look. It's an awesome place to go in and look. If there was something I wanted to buy and they had it at a reasonable price, I would totally get it. But back to what I was talking about, the state of stuff right now, like used stuff, not a single AR, AK, anything like that. No reasonable. They had some higher end stuff in the gun library, obviously. I'll pull over here real quick. But their pistol selection, oh my god! I'm so, I wish I should have. I was gonna take a picture, but me and my buddy we were just caught up and talking and excited and like, what is going on here? Nothing. I mean, there was stuff there, but it was garbage, guys. It was junk. Tons of revolvers, tons of old beat up revolvers, stuff I'd never seen in Cabela's like this before. I'd never seen just junk and garbage in their gun library like this. They had a lot of old Smith & Wesson police, like, you know, oh god, I can't even remember the number now, but you know, the guns the cops carried back in the 90s when they went away from revolvers, whatever model Smith & Wesson that was. And you've seen like channels like Classic Firearms and other channels that do gun buy-ins and get these older Smith & Wessons that were police trade-ins that were in great condition and really cool. Junk, garbage, rusted, beat up. I mean, this stuff was horrific condition, and it was still like $400. Just the quality was insane. I was shocked. I guess I shouldn't have been shocked, but being there from, like I said, end of February, first part of March to now middle of October, what a change it was, and what the gun library looked like then and now, I was blown away. So that was our Cabela's trip. Then we went to just outside Lincoln, Nebraska, DE Guns. They have a huge facility, and I was a huge supporter and fan of this store. They used to have they've always had a huge internet presence. Some of you may have used them. They've had a huge internet presence. And they had this tiny little store, tiny little store. Awesome employees, very knowledgeable, and their pricing was always exceptional. Since then, they've gotten to this amazing, like 100,000 square foot facility. They've expanded. I mean, they've got anything you want under the sun. The selection is amazing. Hunting, and they've got a whole section of hunting and fishing and clothing and all sorts of awesome stuff. It's just like this awesome wonderland of outdoors, hunting, fishing, shooting utopia. But their prices started creeping up. New owners, I don't really know the whole story, but they've got a shooting range, a fishing lake, just super awesome store. But their prices started creeping up. Those awesome employees that they had that were very knowledgeable weren't there anymore. And me and another buddy have noticed they've been in this new facility 2 or 3 years now, and I haven't bought anything from them since they moved into this new store. I really noticed a change in their employees, less knowledge, kind of The new owners are kind of cocky. It's just a different place. But guess what? They had ammo. They had a ton of, I mean, they had supply. They had whatever you wanted. But it's also at a price. We're talking $30 for a box of 9mm. We're talking $1 a round for 5.56. Glock 48 was like $650. I mean, their pricing had gone way up. A Beretta 92, I think it's the A1, just your basic gun that's usually like, my buddy had just got one before all this had happened, under $500, $750. A DPMS AR-15 that they were selling before this all happened for like under $400, $1,000. Just outrageous. Outrageous. And I talked about this in one of my, I know that they're making a killing, and that's their right. Whatever. Sorry, my screen's all jacked up. And that's their right, but they are taking advantage of the customer. And they had plenty of stuff on hand. And is it because they're a huge dealer, or just because people aren't buying their shit because it's way overpriced? Then I went to my local range gun/store, small family-owned store that I started using once I found out about them. It's where I've purchased everything that they could get me, except this last purchase. You guys will see. But I used them as my FFL. Great range, small little range. That's where I go and shoot my indoor GSSF matches and other stuff. They have IDPA. Just a great family-run business. And they still had stuff. They had 9mm. They had some guns. They're a blue label. They're an authorized like Glock stocking dealer. They had some guns. They have some blue label guns. Blue label pricing, I asked them, still intact. And they moved up their prices a little, but I was talking to them and they're like, we're not gonna, we had to move up a little, but we're not taking advantage of people, which is awesome. 9mm was still around $20 and up. And some good news was, he said, once they run through this selection of what they have in stock, and he can buy from some distributors again, that price is gonna start coming down. So that was hopeful. I hope other retailers are like them. Now that they can get it cheaper, that it's starting to become, and they had a bunch, you know, they had the shipments on the ground, and you know, they had it a little bit up there. A gal came in, and it was funny when I was there. Sorry, this video is kind of rambling, but it's just kind of a state of what we're in now. An older couple came in and wanted some 380. Asked if they had 380. He's like, yep. Guess what? $17 a box. I didn't think that was bad. She had just came from the store I told you about and paid $38 a box for 380. I was shocked. We laughed because we were just talking about that store, and I was like, oh, man, I was just there. Me and my buddy walked in there. He hadn't been there since they had moved into this new location. But like I said, it's just funny going from store to store to store, seeing what the condition's like. And I should say, Cabela's does get stuff in, from what I've heard. A lot of these big box stores are getting stuff in, but they sell through it really quick. But this small mom and pop family run store, stuff in stock, prices were up a little bit, not bad. And like I said, there's hope. You know, there's hope that prices should start coming down. And like even he had said that prices were going up before this, but nothing like this. And he even said, he was like, people are getting taken advantage of. People are getting robbed, paying these super high prices. But there's some hope. Like he said, once he runs through some of this more expensive stuff he has, and he can reorder at a cheaper price, so he can bring that price back down, good to go. And there's another reason why you should be a GSSF member if you're into Glocks, because guess what? Normal pricing, GSSF pricing, and not this outrageous stuff. So there's my kind of, almost 15-minute rant video. Not rant video, but just what I've noticed, because I hadn't been able since March, end of February, beginning of March. I haven't been able to get out and get into the stores and stuff like that. And this was my first trip back since then, and it was a shock seeing, you know, what it was pre and post. Sorry I didn't get more pictures, one picture, but you guys have seen them. You know what's it like in your area? You know, can you get, you know, where are your local stores like? Are you able to get stuff? Is pricing coming down, or has pricing gone way up? Do you have that favorite store you go to and you're loyal to, like this, you know, my local, I call it local, it's an hour away from me. But there you go, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what's going on in your area. That's what's going on in my area in 3 of the stores. I've also got a Shields around me, and there's some others, but these are the 3 that are just fun to kind of go to. Like I said, Cabela's, because they've got a little bit of everything. There's DE, because it's like this super store, but I'm not happy with their ownership or management. The changes they've made have really kind of changed the company, I feel, and so do all my friends. But then, like I said, I've got my favorite local spot. It's just a place you can kind of go in and hang out and BS. So, and that's why I stick with them. So, like, share, subscribe, guys. What's going on in your area? I'll talk to you later. Bye.